The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the assumptions, views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host and guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. In addition, all copyrighted material is used without permission and will be removed with notification from the rightful owners or their agent. So there.
From the deepest depths of the interweb to all the ships at sea.
You found Just Killing Time on Radio TFI
With your hosts, John Shannon, Bill Fancher, Ed Van Ness. Join the conversation. You can reach the guys at 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. On social media, search for Radio TFI USA. From a payphone, call collect.
Is that a 10-gallon hat? Or are you just enjoying the show?
Your Honor, may I have permission to treat Miss Vito as a hostile witness?
You think I'm hostile? Now wait till you see me tonight.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Good morning, kids and kittens. You found Just Killing Time on Radio TFI and the Radio TFI family of networks. It is Sunday, April 12th, 2026. We're back from our little Easter vacation from the Radio TFI Executive Tower in Queens, New York. I'm Ed Van Ness. Joining me from the Central Command Studio in Columbus, Ohio. And from it's the Queen of the Easter Parade, Bill Fancher. Good morning, boys. How are we today? That's it. Silence. That's just what we expect.
Did you find yourself a rabbit there, Bill?
Yes, apparently I did.
I saw that he was walking through his neighborhood street in Wichita Falls there and said, "Shh, I'm hunting a rabbit."
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how you managed to go 2 weeks without this kind of rapier wit and anyway, we're back.
You couldn't have. You couldn't have.
Hopefully your Easter was what you needed it to be. You went out, you hunted down a Wesley Wabbit who was laying chocolate bunny eggs or however it is that works. Chocolate eggs, man.
And jelly
somehow chocolate eggs, jelly beans have been combined with Jesus Christ rising from the dead. Don't know. Just live. I just work here. So anyway, how was your 2 weeks, boys? Anything interesting happen? Anything?
Well, I heard that we done blasted a rocket off into space.
That's interesting because in the time we were gone, we went back to the moon and came back.
How about
we missed that whole thing? We missed the whole thing.
Yeah, we did. How about that?
They did a slingshot around the moon.
Well, yeah, they did.
You know why we hadn't been back in all that time?
We lost the key?
The aliens told us not to.
Uh-huh.
Screw the aliens.
Hey, if you have a better explanation than that, please feel free.
Somebody put out online, I don't have the exact quote, but here we are. We've spent billions of dollars to go to the moon. We're in a war we can't possibly win. We got a president that's a liar and a cheat. Hey, it's 1969 all over again.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. Did you guys... Well, Jane, get the door. Did you guys watch the Splashdown of Artemis 2? on
I
Friday.
did.
I was it really did bring me back
I've
when
missed it. Sorry.
really did bring me back to when I was a kid, and it was a really huge
Uh-huh.
deal to what, with the Apollo program and all that. Funny thing happened. I don't know if you caught this, John. I know Bill didn't see it. Uh, so the capsule's in the Pacific Ocean, and the chase boats get there, the little Navy boats, and they're going through their checklist and what they have to do. Now, apparently, they're trying to communicate with the crew inside. They don't want to touch the capsule until everything's been powered down. And so the master diver, they can hear the astronauts outside on their radios, but the astronauts cannot hear them. So the conversation between the master diver, and this was on TV, and I guess somebody on the big naval, what do they call them? Boats, Bill? The big things, the big gray things with the white numbers. They're boats, right?
Vessel. The naval
That one.
vessel.
That's the one.
Nuclear vessel.
Vessel. That's right. So, and it just, the young lady on the comms that's talking to the master diver, briefly, Bill, very briefly, explain what a master diver is. Where is he in as far as rank goes and experience? Please, just I want to get that out before I finish.
He's the highest. He's the highest enlisted rank you can reach in the Navy. He's an E9.
So
the
he's
only thing
pretty
above him is ossifer. And
so he's a pretty experienced guy, right?
He's pretty much the guy that runs the Navy. Yeah.
Okay. So now they're speaking to him on the comms, and they're saying, no, the astronauts can't hear us. And the person says, I'm being told you need to push the PTT button.
God, he sounded like you, Ed. Push that button. Push that button. He sounds just like you, Ed.
But it was just so funny to hear that. I mean, yes, with these things, you start with the simplest.
I'll bet it was real. I'll bet it was real funny once he got backboard ship.
Oh, but it was like, are you pushing the talk button? Geez, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, what the hell? You're an E3 and I'm a Master Chief. Why wouldn't I have thunk of that?
We sent 4 people barreling to the moon, to the dark side of the moon, furthest humans have ever traveled in space, brought them back, landed them in the water to the precise second as it had been planned. But we couldn't think to push the talk button. Look, I understand the person that was telling me this was just going through the steps that, your troubleshooting steps. You start with the simple stuff. You don't start with the big, you don't start with heart surgery. You check to see if a couple of baby aspirin will calm things down. But all in all, once again, we did a fantastic, as a country, we did a fantastic job there.
We did.
And they're talking about landing on the moon again in 2 years. I don't know if that's going to be, we haven't even built the lander yet. I don't know if that's going to happen, but hey, who knows?
I hope they're not.
The only reason we're doing all this is because
the moon.
No, the only reason they're doing this is because the Chinese are trying to get to the moon. So that's the only reason we're doing it.
Well, what was the reason we did it in 1969? Because the Russians were trying to get to the moon.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So,
or as John F. Kennedy said, we'll do this and other things in this decade. I can never get past the way he pronounced decade.
Because not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Hard. There you go.
Very good. That was impressive, Bill.
Bill, I'd stay out of Dallas if I were you. I don't think.
Yeah, that's generally on my bucket list. After last night, I won't go anywhere near Dallas.
We're gonna get there. 754-800 chat 754-800-2428. Give us a call if you're at a payphone. Call collect. You got something to say? We'll listen to it. We don't know if we'll like it or not, but we'll listen to it. You can search for us online. We're on the YouTube if you're there. Like and subscribe and blah 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 and blah blah blah. So now, oh, by the way, here's an
Ed. Can I have just a moment? Just a moment.
Take
please.
two. I'm feeling generous.
Barb, mind your own damn business. I know what he said. Shut up, you face. Now, moving on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the marriage counseling hour here on Radio TFI. Anyway, here's a medical update. It's feeling better, kids and kittens. My finger. Tuesday will be 3 weeks. Tomorrow I am going to see the orthopedic doctor again. Stitches were removed this past Tuesday. Not a pleasant experience. I have been looking at the finger now. Yes.
You know what this is?
That's you trying to masturbate?
That's the tiniest violin playing. I bleed. My heart bleeds for you.
Anyway, they got the stitches out. It's still ugly looking.
And you immediately go to something nasty. What's wrong with you?
There's a long list, Bill. How would you like it? Alphabetically or chronologically?
Well,
chronologically. Let's go with
we ain't got enough time. It's only a 2-hour show.
Yeah, exactly. I was born a poor black child.
Chronologically. Yeah.
So anyway,
and now I have a special purpose.
That's right. It basically feels fine, but it seems to be about once a day I am banging that finger into something. During my sleep last night, twice I woke myself up because I moved the hand, and I'm sleeping with the splint on too. The splint stays on except in the shower. But boy, oh boy, twice last night.
You need a boxing glove.
You know what? I think I'd still find a way to make it go owie.
You punch yourself in the nose, and you'd have that finger as a foreign object.
That's it.
Moving on, because
please,
my two doctors here agree that. Come on, Bill has been living. It's like he's living his second life again because he's gotten to see my whole medical procedure here. He looks at my X-rays. He looks at the pictures. He's telling me what's wrong, what's not wrong, what I can expect. And Bill, you got your medical degree from
Wasamata U.
That's the one.
Cracker Jack U.
My instructor was Dr. Vinny Boom.
Hey, was it Penn State or State Penn? I can.
Yeah, either one works.
So, are you guys familiar with the little country called Iran? Iraq, Iran.
I ran so far away. Exactly.
I don't know.
Isn't that the one that's right next to the giant boobies?
That's the one. You guys are talking all over yourselves.
Bomb, Iran.
That's good, dog. That was good.
No, get out of your system. I'm. So, we have here the latest update, a little press conference regarding the what's going on in Iran, and we're going to play that now for you. It's our special Radio TFI correspondent. So take it away.
All still having trouble with this. Let's try it again from the top. This is a victory for the U.S. because our goal from day one was for Iran to open the strait that didn't close till after we attacked, which was completely controlled by their military we had total dominance over. And it was a waterway that we could have taken over, but instead asked for help that we didn't need, but we'll remember that our allies did not give us. All because of the negotiating power of a FIFA Peace Prize recipient's threat to a annihilate a civilization in order to liberate them from a regime that changed, which was not our goal, but we will take credit for, from an old man who hates us to his younger son who hates us for those reasons and that we killed his father. And while it is not clear the status of Iran's nuclear capabilities that we obliterated last year, but were going to be a problem in 2 weeks, one thing is for sure. They now have more money and control of the strait than they had when they made the old deal that we ended because it was terrible. Now, I think that is enough about authoritarian propagandistic regimes. Does anybody have any questions about the Trump Library golden statue?
And there you go. That's
Oh, yippee dippy
Pretty much
skip.
on the nose.
have we not pissed off everybody now? And by the way, for all you MAGAs out there,
Well,
congratulations. Congratulations.
I
What you voted for.
I would say, Ed, we haven't, as in like this corporate group of us three knuckleheads, we haven't pissed off everybody. We've done our best
Yeah.
to do so. But
we tried.
the orange turd has sufficiently pissed off every country, and even penguins are now marching on Washington as we speak. And they're coming across the border wall that hasn't been finished.
I have some stats for you. Speaking of that, MAGA likes to call Europe and the European countries freeloaders. Here's what they're not telling you. Ramstein Air Base, the most important U.S. military hub outside America, is built on German land provided rent-free, with Germany contributing hundreds of millions to its upkeep. The U.S. couldn't replace it anywhere in the world. That's for starters. Here I got a little list here. We're gonna see what happens when Europe tells us to go kick rocks. Every U.S. military operation in the Middle East, Africa, and Central Asia flows through Ramstein. Lose it, and U.S. power projection in the Eastern Hemisphere is crippled. It's like our Grand Central Station there. We are dependent on that. The UK provides and maintains Royal Air Force Lakenheath, used almost entirely by the U.S. Air Force.
Lakenheath.
Okay, you know how to pronounce it. I don't. Italy provides Aviano. Greece provides Suda Bay. Turkey provides a word I cannot pronounce. European land, European infrastructure, American operations. The U.S. Sixth Fleet depends entirely on European ports for fuel and supplies. Suda Bay or Sauda Bay, Naples, 11 Greek ports. Without them, the Sixth Fleet cannot operate in the Mediterranean or project power in the Middle East. I'm not done yet. This list is not done. The majority of NATO's intelligence and surveillance capacity is hosted on European soil and fed directly to the CIA, NSA, and the Pentagon. But of course, NATO are the freeloaders, according to the orange turd. Early warning radar at Flyingdales, UK, missile tracking in Greenland, Norwegian monitoring stations near Russia, all dependent on European goodwill. It would cost America more to bring the troops home than keep them in Europe. European hosts subsidize roughly a third of all housing costs. Europe is America's largest arms customer. Stop buying American and part of their defense budget, defense industry goes bankrupt. The bases aren't charity. They're America using European soil, European money, and European goodwill to project power across the world. Europe are not the freeloaders.
No.
Questions, comments?
Not at all. No questions, at least.
Well, as we all know, young the Donald, as the first wife, who's a par 3 now, used to call him, has come out of this saying, "Well, we'll give him 2 weeks. 2 weeks." And where have we heard that before? Bueller?
Always 2 weeks. He's like a conscientious employee. He always gives 2 weeks notice.
I'll be making a big decision on the Paris Accord over the next 2 weeks.
We're signing a health care plan
within 2 weeks. We call it the gold card, and we're going to start selling hopefully in about 2 weeks. So we can just sit down, and I'll do this at some point over the next 2 weeks. They would have had a nuclear weapon within 2 weeks. We'll have something in 2 weeks. You'll have your approval in 2 weeks. I could answer that question better in 2 weeks. I'll let you know in about 2 weeks. You can ask that question in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I think in 2 weeks we'll know which way I'm going.
When was the last time we did a show?
2 weeks.
Was it 2 weeks?
2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. President Trump predicted that. He predicted that. So once again, as our press person indicated earlier on, we got ourselves into a mess that there was no mess to begin with. We are in a worse situation now than we were when this whole disaster started.
Oh,
We've got 13 dead service people. We've got I don't know how many injured. How many lives have been shaken up by this? And not to mention the poor Iranian folks.
I think the last count was over 465 was the last count I heard.
Injured?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, all the people all over the Middle East, citizens going about their day. Oh, yeah, by the way, Allah Akbar, huh, Mr. President? Praise Allah. That's what it was. Praise Allah. On Easter Sunday. You MAGAs out there, I hope you're enjoying all this. Because this
I
is what
applaud you, dumb sons of bitches.
You talk about, we were all 16 years old once and we knew everything, didn't we? But then you grow up and you realize,
absolutely,
you know what? There are people around me that might know more about it. Maybe I should at least listen to them and see what they have to say about these kind of things. But no. We went through 4 years of just the preview of this. And because you can't get past the fact that we had a black man as president and 2 women ran against your boy, this is what you're willing to tolerate. And, oh, by the way, they briefly mentioned Trump's library, which, oh, heaven help us. He's talking about a 60-foot gold statue of himself.
Why would he have a library? He doesn't freaking read.
I know. Here's the better one for the week. Here's the better one. He was talking about what he's going to do after he's done here, which at least he's cognizant of the fact that he's going to
got a plan.
Here. He's got a plan. Watch this.
With Venezuela, and we just so you understand, the people of Venezuela, they say if I ran for president of Venezuela, I'm polling higher than anybody has ever polled in Venezuela. So after I'm finished with this, I can go to Venezuela. I will quickly learn Spanish. It won't take too long. I'm good at language. And I will go to Venezuela. I'm going to run for president. But we're very happy with the president-elect that we have right now.
I'm very good at Spanish.
You can't even master English.
That's it. Can please the people of Venezuela going, oh, dear God, no. We'll give you anything you want. Don't come.
We'll give you green.
Have you noticed how he's always polling higher than anything? I think he probably, the only thing he polls higher than is the bubonic plague.
It's always, nobody's ever seen anything like this before. I'm the best at fill in the blank.
That's true. They haven't.
Oh, by the way.
Only I can fix it.
Only I can fix it. How's that working out, kids? How's that working out? A couple of days ago, the boss, the real boss, had a show in Portland.
Mickey?
And this is how... No, not our boss. Springsteen.
Oh, okay.
And this is
how
he opened the show.
The America that I love, the America that I've written about for 50 years, that has been a beacon of hope and liberty around the world, is currently in the hands of a corrupt, incompetent, racist, reckless, and treasonous administration. democracy over authoritarianism, the rule of law over lawlessness, ethics over unbridled corruption, resistance over complacency, unity over division, and peace over...
That's the boss, ladies and gentlemen. That's the boss.
That was impressive.
Not only stirring words, but a good opener too.
Yeah, no kidding.
I put together a lot of stuff, more than a few things. I want to get this all out of my system. Speaking of wars, let's take a look at what El Presidente is. Somebody's beeping. Is the pizza done?
Oh, my hot pocket.
That would explain it. Let's take a listen to this.
My pocket's
People
hot,
like
too.
Trump or don't like Trump. I settled 8 wars, big ones. Some going on for 36 years, 32 years, 31 years, 28 years, 25 years. Some just getting ready to start, like India and Pakistan, where already 8 jets were shot out of the air.
Yeah, no.
You know, he just pulls these numbers right out of his ass. I don't know how he's got anything left inside him.
He's got plenty of space in that son of a bitch.
Yeah, ex Lindsey Graham.
No, yeah, man. Lindsay's seen it up close and personal.
By the way, I didn't have time to put it together, but he put out a post this week where he went after the
Who did, Miss Lindsay?
No, Trump. Where he went after the likes
okay.
of Candace Owen and Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones, because they're all saying, "Hey, man, this isn't what." So now Trump is threatening all of
when
them.
Alex Jones is telling you you're in trouble.
Right. Now, I saw a video from Jones last night where he just goes to town and he's threatening, go ahead, come bring it to me. Bring it to me. You know, and it's just so. And Jones is, look, I have no love for Alex Jones. He deserves every bad thing that happens to him. Okay. Let's be clear about that. There is not enough bad things on the planet that can happen to him.
Right.
That being said, I do agree with his position of, I was there for you through everything. I supported you through everything, and now you're coming to threaten me because you screwed up. I can't disagree with that point of view. Once again,
No.
I think he's a piece of crap who should not die, but should suffer for 1,000,000 years. And
before he dies,
slide under a gasoline truck and taste your own blood.
Thank you very, very much.
Very well done.
We appreciate your time, Trouble, and thanks for playing our game. Yeah, but he's got all the MAGAs going cuckoo bananas now, and because he just puts himself in these situations. There was no need for us to go into Iran. None
whatsoever.
Everything was going fine.
Yes, we do. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Well, do tell.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Well. Who, by the way, Melania Trump never met or knew or did something or. How pissed
Melania's got this under control.
How pissed is she at Trump?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come out and do this.
She's just trying to keep her ass clear.
Well, there's a backstory to this. Apparently, a former friend of hers, they had a falling out, and Melania went to time, trouble, and effort to have her son deported or something like that. I don't have all the details in front of me.
Yeah, I was in ICE custody.
Yeah, this woman has gone, really? Here, hold my earrings. And
oh, yes.
It's all about
I think her name is Unga or something like that. I can't.
I could find it, but
Ungawa.
No.
Oh, but she called Melania a bitch. She did. She flat out said, You want me to come after you, bitch?"
Yeah, CH.
Yeah,
and
biatch.
She will cut a bitch. Hold my earrings.
She's already said she'll cut a bitch. She in no uncertain terms.
That's wow. That I it's just amazing.
And
what's
she
gonna come
also
of all
said
this.
her last statement, Ed, was her last line of sentence on her statement was "put me before Congress."
Yeah. It's interesting. Melania said you should put all the victims up in front of Congress. Sure. What about all the guys that did all this too? Let's get them up there. We know the victims.
And now apparently, I don't know how true this is because the source could be corrupted, but apparently Kash Patel is turning on Donald because Donald wants to fire him. So Patel is releasing files, and there were bank records that were released, names of co-conspirators, 47 of them. And he said Donald Trump's name is indeed one of the 47. And well, of course it would be one of 47, but anyway. So, and he says, and Trump, you haven't heard a word from Trump in 3 days, have you?
Oh no, he just sat in his shell.
They told him, his lawyers told him, shut the F up. Don't say a thing about this. Just shut up. So
That's when
we'll see come Monday what's going on with all that.
I've got a couple things here I want to read off. I won't take credit for them because I didn't write them, but I find them very interesting. For the first time in history, you can simply post "he's an idiot," and 90% of the world will know who you're talking about.
Oh, exactly.
Know who you're talking about. Yep.
When it happens, you're probably not even going to learn about it directly before you feel it in the air. You'll just hear car horns and cheering in the streets. You'll feel confused, annoyed. You'll check your phone. 41 new texts. What do you think that quote's talking about?
41 new.
That'll be the day Trump dies.
His death? Yeah.
And finally, if you thought the record-breaking No Kings crowd sizes were impressive, wait till you see the size of the crowds dancing on the street on the day we're all waiting for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be. That's gonna be a day and a half. I got one more little Trumpy thing here. I wanna burn off.
You got one little Trumpy thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the doctor see if he can't burn it off. It's on my back. It's on my ass actually.
Send any money for daycare.
As any Trumpy
because the
thing would
United
be.
States can't take care of daycare. That has to be up to a state. We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. You got to let a state take care of daycare, and they should pay for it too. They should pay. They have to raise their taxes, but they should pay for it. And we could lower our taxes a little bit to them to make up. But it's not possible for us to take care of daycare. Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things, they can do it on a state basis. You can't do it on a federal. We have to take care of one thing, military protection. We have to guard the country. But all these little things, all these little scams that have taken place,
Scams.
These little scams. Let's see. Okay. Here, let me kind of allow me to retort.
Please do.
First off, Medicaid is run by the states. It is not run by the federal government. Medicaid is run by the states. Medicare, however, is run by CMS, which is the state, which is the federal government, because it's part of Social Security and that administration. So to sit there and say it's a scam, we've been paying into Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security our entire lives, as long as you got a paycheck, including you, John Shannon. So everybody has a stake in that. Not just, you've been scamming Social Security for years. No, we have not. You sons of bitches in Congress and Senate, all of you, inclusive, have been barring against that Social Security fund for years. For years. That thing would be the most self-sufficient fund if they'd have left the damn thing alone. There'd be more money in it than on the planet, for Christ's sake. So don't sit here and say these little things are scams by the state. Oh, and by the way, the states will run it. States run half of it anyway, and then they send the money into the federal government, and you send it back to the state to administer it. So who the hell's the scammer in all this process? You orange baboon-looking son of a bitch.
Good question.
I yield my time.
Good job, sir. Good job.
Yeah, we're going to replay that, right? We're going to have an instant replay of Bill's rant there. I found it. Look, if Social Security had been left alone, like Bill makes a fantastic point, Social Security was designed for one thing and one thing only: our retirement. Because we can't be trusted to do it. The $20, $30, $40 a week, whatever it happens to be, that comes out, left to our own devices, we would spend it on silly things like food and housing and all that. It's only $20.
Or
it's
beer.
Only $40. Or beer. And
yeah,
gotta have my titty channel. Gotta have my titty channels. Come on, man.
Well, sure. Come on, let's not be silly about this, Bill. I mean, we're not savages. But
no,
so that we have at least a little something at the end after working for 50 or 60 years, and that stretch is getting longer and longer.
Oh, yes, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, my idiot neighbor's truck, which is right outside my window. Love me, my neighbors. Anyway,
they were agreeing with us, Ed.
There you go. You speak to people in their 30s, and they are fully convinced, and I can't disagree with them, that they have no retirement. There will be no retirement for them. There'll be nothing. Goodness only. Look, we're fortunate. We're gonna crawl off this rock and go do whatever it is we're gonna do long before all this stuff falls apart and runs out. But these poor bastards, these poor kids, it's unfortunate. But again, the fact that there was a big old pile of Scrooge McDuck money in a vault sitting somewhere, politicians just couldn't. And that's Republicans and Democrats as well. We're trying to do the right thing.
I said both.
But you cannot. Social Security was not intended to support people for their entire lives that haven't yet put anything into the system. That is not what that is for. You have a kid that, okay, his father passed away. The father contributed a little bit to Social Security, but we got to take care of the kid for 20 years, 25 years, supporting them and putting them through school. And I'm not saying that's in and of itself a bad thing, but that's never what that funding was for. I'm all for helping people out where we can, but that's not what that was for. Never was. Never was. Bill and I are collecting all
You're
three
right.
of us.
You are right.
All three of us are now collecting on what certainly Bill and I, on what we've contributed. Okay. But that money's not there. I got to wait for the 25-year-old to put his in to get mine every month. Not that I'm waiting for a check, but that's what's happening. Instead of mine being there and then just going in every month and taking out my share. No. It's in and out, in and out, in and out. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in those coffers. And again, I'm not opposed to the idea of Medicaid, but it shouldn't be coming out of Social Security. I'm not opposed to helping out kids whose parents, they've lost their parents and whatnot. I'm not opposed to helping out people that have been disabled, but that's not what that money was ever intended for. Borrow from it, sure, but make sure it gets, paid back. It's your rich uncle, but you're not your rich stupid uncle.
I have a simple solution to that. I have a simple solution that this kid lost their parents. Give him a dog and help him look for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Fancher.
Cards and letters.
P.O. Box 781, Wichita Falls, Texas.
It's a sound business solution to me.
Any cards and letters you send to the station will just be forwarded directly to Mr. Fancher. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for bringing that one
Here,
down.
Ubu, smell the sock. Smell the sock. Go find him. Somebody had to. We're getting too deep.
754-800 chat. 754-800-2428. If you're at a payphone, call collect. If it's just you and your dog, give us a call. We'll see if we can reunite you with your parents.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Winder?
Yeah,
that's right.
You like that, huh?
Winder.
No, John, you get more hillbilly as the weeks go on, and you're nowhere close to a hillbilly.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh God. Oh, then you should have been at this wedding I was at last night.
Oh, do tell, Bill. I've already heard the story. Do tell.
Well, first off, I love the kids to death. The one is my buddy Rick's son. He's like a nephew to me, I guess. I've known him since he was a zygote. And they just decided the bride is from Bowie, Texas, which
I've heard of that.
Is a sunset. Yeah, is a sunset city. If you don't know what that is, then look it up, because I'm not going to explain it right now. However, these are true hillbillies and rednecks. At the service, it's an outdoor service. It was a beautiful little place that, down by a little lake and whatnot. That was nice. But they start out and goes, well, Joe Bob over here wants to say a prayer before we get started. And I'm sitting there, Johnny. I'm going, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. I'm trying. I'm holding on. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. This guy goes, well, we're going to pray to Jesus Christ here and have hope for everybody all along here, and then we're going to get her done. I was like, oh my Jesus Christ. It's Larry the Cable Guy doing a prayer. And I had to spit blood. I was biting my tongue so hard. And then they go, and if anybody here has a reasonable objection to why these two shouldn't get married, please state so now. And all the groom and all the groomsmen turned and pulled their coat open, and they're all packing.
Oh my!
And I'm like, funny. Oh, how freaking funny. I thought, I was waiting for the preacher to pull out a shotgun.
What were the groom and the groomsmen wearing? How were they dressed?
Oh, and better yet, okay. Here, the bride she had a beautiful white dress. It was just beautiful. The bridesmaid were in like pink gowns and stuff. The groom and the groomsmen were wearing cowboy boots, blue jeans, and a blazer and a cowboy hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was told not to wear shorts. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we go inside for the dinner or whatever, and Barb has to fall going in. I'm sitting, the reception. I'm sitting there, and Connie's sitting across from me, the gal I know bowl with. Barb just fell. Well, shit. There goes the whole thing. So I got to run and go get her. So now everybody's running.
Your language, you bud.
Did I say shit? Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay. So anyway. Yeah, I did. Well.
What's your language, you bud? We're on the
Oh, shit, Johnny. You said shit, too.
You are fined one credit for violation of the verbal
His head is exploding as we speak.
What's your
So I'm
language,
sorry.
you bud? We're on the air.
He's got his finger on the butt just sitting there. So that they were all sitting down there, and they start the music, and oh God have mercy. Let's all get up and dance. We all gonna dance. My ears are bleeding, please. So we're having. What do you think we had at the reception? What could be one of the most redneck things you could possibly have? Tacos. We have tacos for
either that or chicken fried steak.
Okay, so now it's time. Yeah, that would have been better, but it would have been appropriate. So then they go for the cutting the cake, and it's just a single layer cake with a little tear on top. Just one single layer cake. And cupcakes everywhere. I'm going, okay, what redneck bastard went to the bakery and said, I need 12 dozen cupcakes for a wedding?
Now,
Do we all put little brides and grooms on every cupcake or what?
Now, Bill, we talked about this last
Yeah,
time.
I understand. Yeah, I know, I understand, but I'm like, all I can say was thank God there was an open bar. Because I'd have never made it through that sumbitch without one.
No. What's the caveat on the open bar, though? Was it really an open bar?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's the caveat on the open bar. A few months before the wedding, we had a big party. It was called Stock the Bar Party, where you brought stuff and they took it and used it to stock the bar. So you basically brought your own beverages.
I have two words for this. Yeehaw.
Exactly.
So,
yep, that's all I can say.
So, Bill, we're presuming you had a good time?
For the most part.
Boy, come on, you were over there square dancing. I could see Bill just sitting there. Hey, do-si-do.
Oh, hold on, John. John, I'm gonna put a stop to that. Real quick. Don't a single round man in the world square dance.
You know, when you're right, you're right.
There you go.
I was gonna say.
I am proud to say I've never square danced in my life. So you had a good time.
I gotta do an emergency bat turn here. Could you cue me?
Oh, okay.
One moment.
Emergency bat.
I wanted to take a second to talk about the Grand Poobah's his Arc de Trump that he is planning.
Oh God.
And I thought, that wouldn't be so bad. It would give our teenagers something to do with their time. So here's would be the finished product right here. If I can find the damn thing.
Once again, the man of one. Well, thanks, John. There's a very small picture.
Where the hell did it go?
John, stop talking like that. That's not your accent.
There it is. But why it's so damn small, I don't know. Oh well. There it
Because
is.
it's the Arc.
You can see it.
The Arc de Trump.
That's the one. Perfectly tagged. Perfectly tagged, but I don't know.
As well it should be.
It is. It's perfectly tagged. But nonetheless, that would be a perfect setup for a bunch of teenage kids with their spray paint, and give that a nice spray down.
Shame we can't see it.
I know, right? I don't know how the hell that happened, but screw it. There it is. There. It's gone. Don't worry about it.
I'm Batman.
Thank you. Emergency bat turn not needed.
Not a problem.
It is.
I apologize. I'm having some technical problems here.
Are you now?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
There's a cry across the heartland, a yearning for the days gone by. And in little old Corden, Indiana, they're happy and they'll tell you why. They got butt drugs, they love butt drugs, butt drugs, butt drugs.
I love butt drugs.
I recommend butt drugs for everybody.
I can always count on butt drugs.
When I think drugs, I think butt drugs.
For all my health needs, I turn to butt drugs.
You want hometown service and cheap hot coffee and liquor. Now that's the ticket. You can tell Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens exactly where to stick it. Butt drugs.
We love butt drugs.
Butt drugs won't let you down.
Free parking in the rear. I love butt drugs.
And we are back. You guys could have continued talking.
You
put
us through. Remember what to do if there's a problem or I have a technical issue or some damn thing.
Yeah,
Remember
and then he pulled the ripcord.
Yeah,
and then he pulled the ripcord.
I'm sorry. Let me clarify that, because why wouldn't we do it? We're just killing time here. What that means is that if I have a technical difficulty and you two can't think of anything else to do, that's the emergency button. What's this little red button do?
Did you not hear me, John? I go, he's testing us, and then poof, he was gone.
It was not. It was not. But
ladies and gentlemen, this is just a test.
I only wish it was.
If it was indeed an emergency, you asked to bend over and put your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye.
Kiss
Once
your
again, this
association
has been
episode.
just a best test.
That was very good. That was very good.
Thank you.
You do that like you almost know what you're doing.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. It's that's our boy. That's our boy. Where were we? I got lost there.
I didn't even know you were having a problem. You just bailed. Geronimo, and you were gone.
You met another, and you was gone.
You was gone. That's it.
What I was trying to do, I opened up another portal, if you will, and I was still here because I couldn't access any of the controls. So I had to I was trying to reboot without rebooting and do it seamlessly, and it didn't really.
How'd that work out?
Didn't work. How'd that work out?
Not at all. Not in the slightest. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. But
You know, if you're,
guys,
I would suggest if you're going to do something like that again, Ed, just yell fumble. We'll all know. Fumble!
Truth be told, I didn't know I was going to do that. It just kind of things went.
okay.
Went kooky. I was trying to do. I'm not going to go into the details of what I was attempting to do. Suffice to say, it should have worked. Only for me to wind up in work. It was not unlike the Iran war. It's something that should have gone flawlessly, but I wound up in a worse position than where I started.
Exactly, and now we're right back to where we started.
The movie Apollo 13, when they start arguing about who should.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. Now you brought the Iran war up again. Somebody explain to me. Okay, if my geography is correct here, the Strait of Hormuz is like 20 miles wide,
and it's straight.
How in the hell? Yeah, well, actually, it's not. But how in the hell are they controlling the whole 20 miles when they have no navy? How are they controlling that? Somebody explain that to me.
Because President Trump said they are.
Oh, how? Oh no! Oh, okay. Thank you, Ed. Kiss my ass.
What more do you need to know?
How in the hell have they? How do they shut it down? What would they mine the damn thing? Last time I checked, we have minesweepers. What the hell? They got dolphins out there with warheads on them. What?
Yeah,
How'd they do this? It's the damn United States Navy. It's the 7th Fleet out there, the Abraham Lincoln Strike Force, and you can't open the goddamn Strait of Hormuz 20 miles wide? What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, obviously not. Obviously.
I yield my time.
Here's the problem. Trump says we hold all the cards, but Iran is sitting there with the strait. Oh, hey now.
Oh my God.
Wrong one.
I mean, what are they doing? Are they firing missiles at the ships, the tankers that are going through the strait? And if that's the case, why don't you take out the damn missile launchers? You said you had.
Look, somebody came up to President Trump, big guy, big, strong guy, tears in his eyes. Said, sir.
That what he said?
Oh my God, the gong. Well, that'll save us for a little bit.
All right, kids and kittens, that's going to do it for this hour of Just Killing Time here on Radio TFI and the Radio TFI family of networks. We're going to take a couple minutes. We'll be back in hour number 2 with more fun, frolic, and whatever. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Stand by. Bob Cooper's Hall of Fame, which is coming up next. It's hilarious. You don't want to miss it.
TFI.
I signed a very modest $3,000 bonus with the Braves in Milwaukee, which I'm sure a lot of you know. And my old man didn't have that kind of money to put out. But the Braves took it. And from there on, it was baseball. Starting with the Braves in Milwaukee, St. Louis, where I won the World's Championship for them in 1964, to the Philadelphia Phillies, and then back to the Braves in Atlanta, where I became Phil Niekro's personal chaser. But during every player's career, there comes a time when you know that your services are no longer required, that you might be moving on, traded, sold, released, whatever it may be. And having been with 4 clubs, I picked up a few of these tips. I remember Gene Mauch doing things to me at Philadelphia. I'd be sitting there and he'd say, grab a bat and stop this rally. Send me up there without a bat and tell me to try for a walk. Look down at the third base coach for a sign and have him turn his back on you. In 1967, I set a major league record for pass balls. And I did that without playing every game. There was a game, as a matter of fact, during that year when Phil Niekro's brother and he were pitching against each other in Atlanta. Their parents were sitting right behind home plate. I saw their folks more that day than they did the whole weekend. But with people like Niekro, and this was another thing that I found the easy way out, to catch a knuckleball, was to wait until it stopped rolling and then just pick it up. But you know, of all the things that I've done, this has always been number one, baseball. The commercials, the films, the television series. I could never wait for everything to get over to get back to baseball. I still, and this is not sour grapes by any means, still think I should have gone in as a player. Thank you. Thank you very much. There it is, boys. The proof is in the pudding. Now, this conglomeration of greats that are here today, a lot of them were teammates, but they won't admit it. And the 1964 World's Championship team, the great Lou Brock. And I remember as we got down near World Series time, Bing Devine, who was the Cardinals general manager at that time, asked me if I would do him and the Cardinals in general a favor. And I said I would. And he said, we'd like to inject you with hepatitis. We need to bring an infielder up. And I said, will I be able to sit on the bench? He said, yes. We'll build a plastic cubicle for you because it is an infectious disease. And I've got to tell you this. I have a photo at home. I turned a beautiful color yellow, and with that cardinal white uniform, I was knocked out. It was beautiful, wasn't it, Lou? It was great. Of course, any championship involves a World Series, the ring, the ceremony. The following season, in St. Louis at Old Busch Stadium, and we were standing along the sideline. I was in the bullpen warming up the pitcher. And when they call my name for the ring, it's something that you never ever forget. And when they threw it out in the left field, I found it in the 5th inning, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah. And once I spotted it in the grass, man, I was on it. I mean, it was unbelievable. But as these players have bats and gloves, I had a great shoe contract and glove contract with a company who paid me a lot of money never to be seen using their stuff. Bat orders. I would order a dozen bats, and there were times they came back with handles at each end. You know, people have asked me a lot of times, because I didn't hit a lot, we all know that, how long a dozen bats would last me. depending on the weight and the model I was using at that particular time, I would say 8 to 10 cookouts. I once ordered a dozen flame-treated bats, and they sent me a box of ashes. So I knew at that time, things were moving on. But there are, again, as I said, tips that you pick up when the Braves were going to release me. It's a tough time for a manager, for your family, for the player, to be told that you're never going to play the game again. And I can remember walking in the clubhouse that day, and Luman Harris, who was the Braves manager, came up to me and said there were no visitors allowed. So again, I knew I might be moving on. Paul Richards was the general manager and told me the Braves wanted to make me a coach for the following season and that I would be coaching second base. So again, gone. But that's when the baseball career started as a broadcaster. And I picked up a microphone one day and my mic had no cord on it, so I was talking to nobody. I thank you very much for your attention today. Thank you for having me, and congratulations to everybody here. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
All right, everybody, we're back. You found Just Killin' Time on Radio TFI and the Radio TFI family of networks. I'm Ed. One of them is John. The other one is Bill. That was Bob Uecker at his induction speech into the Baseball Hall of Fame. He was inducted as a broadcaster. He wound up eventually doing like 50 years as a broadcaster, mainly with the Milwaukee Brewers. And you talk about one of the funniest natural comedians ever. Mm-hmm. He would go on the Tonight Show and Carson would lose it, just lose it, because he had that deadpan. My favorite, the manager would say, grab a bat and stop this rally.
Stop this rally.
Anyway, here we are. It's Sunday, April 12th. It's hour number 2. And we're going to continue right along where we were. Where were we, boys?
Acknowledging the gong.
Yeah, that was about it.
Okay. All right.
Well, you're asking me to think about it?
Going, gong.
That's it.
So something question I've been answering a lot lately since I made the decision that I could actually retire eventually, soon. Don't get Bill started on this. He seems to think I'm putting it off. I'm not. So I'm having conversations with people, and they all ask the same question. Oh, they'll say, "Oh, you're moving back to Florida?" No, I lived there for 35 years. It was great while I was there, but everybody I know is dead or gone, or it's not the same. It's not what I'm looking for. On top of the entire political climate, and not where I was living so much, but the rest of the state, it is very much. You want to talk about your redneck backwards thinking?
Oh, yeah.
So I came across this the other day, and if this does not solidify where I am on this, I just don't know what will. This is Dr. Joseph Ladapo, MD, PhD, Surgeon General of the state of Florida.
The Florida Department of Health, in partnership with the governor, is going to be working to end all vaccine mandates in Florida law. All of them. All of them. All of them. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. Okay? Who am I as a government?
We'll pause that for a second. Slavery?
Slavery. To get your shots is slavery. Let's see.
Now,
we've eliminated countless illnesses and diseases over the years with somebody Bueller.
You know it.
Bueller.
You know it.
Oh, vaccines!
That's the one.
Vaccines!
This is
and he's got a PhD. What in stupid?
Now hold on to what he's about to say here.
Anyone else, or who am I as a man standing here now?
You're a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Who am I to tell you to get a shot?
You're a doctor.
Tell you what you should put in your body.
Mind you, the same people that tell a woman she can't do what she wants with her body.
Right.
Hey, I trust my bartender. He tells me what to put in my body. I trust him.
He sure does. He hasn't steered you wrong yet. Well, not that
No,
you
he
know.
has not.
Tell you what your child should put in your body. I don't have
Wait,
that right.
Stop it. What a child should put in your body?
Well,
Dude. Dude. I don't know, but his name might be in the Epstein files.
I think you may be onto something here.
Your body is a gift from God. What you put into your body is because of your relationship with your body and your God. I don't have that right. Government does not have that right. They want you to believe they have that right. And unfortunately, they've been successful.
All right, let's talk about this a little bit. Let's see. Are we talking about your average flu shot, or are we discussing a worldwide pandemic?
Well, okay, we'll just start with we'll start at the low end of the spectrum with the flu shot. Doesn't your doctor tell you to get a flu shot every freaking year?
Sure,
take a flu shot. What's the problem with that?
Pretty good idea.
I had to take a Manto test every year that I was working in X-ray, and what that is the TB test to make sure that I haven't gotten TB from somebody, or that I don't have it and I'm giving it to somebody else. So, yeah, are these things mandated? Yes, they can be mandated because it's for the health of the populace, and that my friends, is a mandate.
Now, I think some of these folks would go, oh, it's mandatory. They're going to hear mandatory and think that people are coming around to tie you down and all that. The problem is, in certain situations, people will not. Just look what we went through in COVID. Well, I did my research. You Googled it. You went to a website where everybody thinks the way you do. You went to an echo chamber. Of course, let's discount just this one fact that after the vaccine became available, that's plummeted. Nobody said you would never get it, but the effects weren't as severe. There are times when, for the good of all, things need to be met. But this is getting back to why I showed this video. This is one of the reasons I'm not going back to Florida. I doubt I'll ever set foot in the state again, because you have the majority of the people in that state. Well, you can't tell me nothing. Fine. Keep your little inbred diseases to yourself. Keep them south of Georgia. They got their own issues up there. And, I can't be part of that. I'm getting old. I'm an old man. I can't be showing up and knowing people are running around with COVID and all that. Look, I haven't had it. I don't plan on getting it. I saw my primary physician last week for a number of reasons. And mainly because I hadn't seen her in a while. And I had time. So as we were talking about it, I had time.
And she's good looking.
She's not bad looking. She just had a baby, and anyway. Last time I saw her was her last day before she went on maternity leave. Turns out it'd been like over a year. Her baby's like 14 months old now. Anyway, so we're talking about this one particular thing. The reason I went to see her, this particular
junior
prescription.
high.
And as I've said to all my doctors recently, I said, "You're the doctor. I'm here to get your advice." See, where I live, people will walk into these doctors' offices and tell the doctor what they're going to do. I need this. You're going to give me that. No, 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 no. You
Yeah.
went to medical school. You went to medical school. If you screw up, well, there's ways to deal with that down the line. But for the most part, no, you're going to tell me. I'm just a goon. Okay. I drive trucks and buses and all that. My knowledge of the human body and how things work is minimal. Exhibit A. Okay. I thought I thought the door. I ain't that bright when it comes to the
Two words, Ed. Two words. Two words can simplify all this altogether. Dr. Kevorkian.
Yeah, I don't disagree. That's a different topic, but getting back to,
well, I mean, if you don't want to take the shots, go see. You got hepatitis. I don't want the vaccine for that. Well, we'll see you back when we put you in the box.
Well, then again, if you're Bob Uecker, you get that nice shade of yellow goes with the cardinal white really nicely. It's
well,
there you go.
That was just, but no, that's I got cancer. Can you help me? Nope. Just go home and die.
See,
you didn't want my help before you got cancer. Why should I help you now?
Right. Here's my problem. The infectious diseases that everybody became experts on during COVID, they're infectious. I don't want to be around them.
The word says it right there in the disease.
Oh, it's all there.
Infectious hepatitis.
It's all right there.
Yeah.
And again, the state of Florida, first off, Ron DeSantis, he just wants to be mini Trump. And there's unfortunately too many people in that state that go along with the MAGA thing. And don't get me wrong, I love South Florida. I love Broward County. I love going down to the Keys. Palm Beach County was nice until Trump moved there. But I can't see myself living there if I want to survive. And it's just because of Bill.
This guy is a perfect example of if you're too stupid to talk, go home and die. Shut the hell up.
Well, clearly he's appointed by DeSantis because, he does he's right there on the MAGA. You're the Surgeon General for a state of, the last I heard, it was about 17 million people, maybe 19 now.
Okay. Well,
many of which are
who's
retirees.
the one that's the majority of the anti-vaxxers? Yeah. Who are these people that are majority of anti-vaxxers? They're MAGA people. Piss on them.
I don't
give them the vaccination. Let them die. Less voters.
Once again, in of itself, they could all dig a big hole and jump in as far as I'm concerned, but they're infecting other people.
Yeah.
That's my problem. That's why I'm not
if you put dirt over them.
Well, if you get them quick enough.
Yeah.
But seriously, they've got grandkids and relatives and just going to the grocery store. You don't want to be. You're going to live, and again, we're not talking about even the individuals. You're Surgeon General, an MD with a PhD, is saying. Now, some would argue, well, all he's saying is that we shouldn't make it mandatory, but he's also, look, when I take my car to the mechanic, I'm counting on the mechanic's expertise to fix the car. I'm counting on my doctor to be like, I started saying, but I got sidetracked. Like I said to my doctor, I did say it. Anyway, you're the one that's trained. You've studied all this. You tell me. Okay, if I make the decision.
That's what I'm paying you for.
That's what I'm paying you for. But my doctor was she was kind of surprised because she's not accustomed to hearing that anymore. People are so, well,
exactly.
You're going to do this.
I'm going to do it this way. Yeah.
Exactly. And look, I'm there to get better or prevent whatever it is we're preventing. I'm here for you to help me, and you help me by telling me what you know or guiding me. And as you know, and if the government tells me, look, in the case of COVID, let's face it, it was a worldwide pandemic. We needed, I promise you, if Donald Trump had come out, well, he kind of did, and said, we have a pill that will prevent you from ever getting COVID, they'd have been swallowing them in by the bucket load. Then again, they did with the horse medicine and all that. But
right.
Ivermectin.
Yeah, you're afraid of a little, and I hate it when they call it the jab. You make it sound like people are going in and they're chasing you to give. No, you don't want to go. Well, you didn't go. Oh, boo-hoo! Nana died of COVID. Why? Because you're a moron. That's why. That's why. There are still people in hospitals. They got that first batch of
Pretty
COVID.
much.
But there was nothing. We didn't know anything about it then. And unfortunately, these poor bastards are in a position where, there's not. It got too far along for them. I'm no doctor. I don't even play one on TV anymore. But as long as your God knows.
Okay, I'm going to say something here, and I know I'm going to catch holy hell for this. Yeah, I'm going to catch holy hell for this because I cannot think of a better term for this guy. Is he retarded? I'm sorry. That's the only term I can come up with for this dumb son of a bitch. Cognitively impaired my ass.
It's the Barbara Fancher Show.
Ah, Barbara.
That's it.
Yeah,
I understand the proper terms and all that kind of stuff, but you know what? You call a spade a spade. Oh, God, I didn't mean to say that.
Hearts and letters, kids and kittens.
Okay. That in that particular circumstance, that probably wasn't the right thing to say.
You think?
It is what it is.
You think? Are you kidding me? Get ready for that call from HR at 11:01 a.m. your time.
Hey,
I
Bill, it's the mouse.
I got news for you. It's going to happen, boy. It's going to happen. Yeah, that's.
I think he's pulling up in front of the house in a limo right now.
Yeah, it's not going to go well for you, not at all. But and then, of course, one of my personal pet peeves is here's your doctor who's supposed to be a man of science, bringing God into the whole picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no kidding.
If you believe God can cure your disease, then you also have to believe that God gave you the disease. I found somebody.
Yeah, exactly. And you did something to deserve it. You're probably Shohei Ohtani.
You know what Shohei Ohtani is?
No.
He's a World Series champion.
That he is. Thanks to your
That
God.
may be, but he's still an infectious disease.
By the way, two-time World Series champion. Two-time. All he had
Good for him. Good for him.
Was moved down the coast, just a couple miles from Anaheim to Chavez Ravine.
Exactly.
Oh, you got anything else you want to get out of your system? Bill?
Yeah. While we're on the topic of baseball, have some statistics for you here. All right, before the ABS system that is currently being used in Major League Baseball, which I've kind of, after watching a few games, I've kind of come to accept it. It's kind of cool. And you only get 2 challenges, just like you do with anything else. So, if you're out of challenges in the second inning, you're a dumbass. But, if you keep winning, you keep winning. But before the ABS system was in play, the umpire success rate on called balls and strikes and things was 94%. They were 94% accurate without this ABS system. Without 94% accurate.
Let's give them a clap.
There ain't a single ball player that's out there. There ain't a single ball player out there batting 940. There ain't half of them don't even have that good of a fielding percentage, for crying out loud. So now with the current ABS system, with asking for the umpires still have a 64% correct rate.
ABS system.
Y'all can take all this
anti-lock brakes or what?
The automatic balls and strikes. That's what that stands for. But so, hey, that's still a better percentage than any damn ball player out there. So I don't know. What are we going to do next? Okay, you got get rid of the umpire making balls and strikes. Okay, well, let's get rid of the pitcher. Put a pitching machine out on the mound. Let the pitching machine throw the pitches. Then eventually you're going to have a net over at first base. You just throw the ball, hit the net. So, hey, let's get rid of everybody that has any human element in the game and we'll start playing rollerball.
So, Bill, you're all nice and retired now. Do you umpire at all anymore?
No, hell no. And I certainly wouldn't umpire back down here in Texas again. No way.
Well, I just wonder how you feel there if you were umpiring behind the plate. All of a sudden you call a strike on a nice young man, and he decided to go like that.
You take your mask off, turn around up to the press box. You turn around up to the press box and go, "Hey, show me the pitch." And if I was right, I turn around, drop my drawers, and go kiss my ass, and hike back up and play ball. So there.
Well, that's telling them. So what's your point?
Pretty much. And
what's your point here, Bill?
Try to get that visual out of your head.
So you feel that the umpires are being
is that it is still a human sport, and that the umpires are better than any freaking stupid computer you have out there.
Are they?
Yeah, but are they?
Are they?
This is good.
According to the stats, they are. And baseball is a stat-driven sport.
Well, that I can't disagree with, but
this is good.
But
question.
As we all know,
have Musin's put on.
As we all know, 83% of all statistics are made up, including that one.
That's true. Figures can lie, and liars can figure.
Hey now. Speaking of liars, I'm going to move on to something else here.
We're back to Donald Trump.
So we keep talking about ABS. It's just going to be how
it's pretty much any derogatory adjective. I got to make the point. Any derogative adjective, everybody automatically goes to Trump. So there.
Once again, you can post he's an idiot. 90% of the world will know who you're
by the way, if there's something else that you need to oh, watch him. His steam going to start coming out of his ears in a minute. Watch this, folks. So this is the let's aggravate Ed moment.
3, 2, 1.
Butt drugs.
You better get your finger ready on that standby button. What does this red button do?
Yeah, what's this red button do?
So anyway, because we don't want, because Bill is butthurt anytime somebody questions an umpire. So I found this video the other day, and it is magnificent. This person is talking in front of some town council or something, and the best part is, you know where it's located, Bill? Now, for all you heathens out there that have trouble with organized, for all you heathens out there with trouble with organized religion, I think you will enjoy what this person has to say. Take a listen.
Your religion is not special, and you are not special for believing it. Your book has no authority over anyone except yourself. Between this mandatory reading list and the bills passed last year, like SB 965, which would allow a teacher to preach these stories as if they were fact, it is clear that a special level of arrogance is infesting the Texas government, because it does take a truly special level of self-delusion to think that you are so star-spangled special that your preferred interpretation of your preferred translation of your preferred unsubstantiated, unproven, unfalsifiable claim is correct to the point that you think you have the right to indoctrinate the next generation with it. This is not providing historical and cultural context, and to act like it is insulting to the intelligence of everyone here, especially considering we're talking about a religion that has done its best to erase history and wipe out other cultures in the places that they've colonized.
We're just going to take a brief pause here so everybody can catch their breath.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about this, Ed. Thank you for bringing it up again.
Oh, are you familiar with this, or?
Oh God, yes, this has been all over the news the last few days.
Okay, well,
they're talking about putting it back in the school. Okay, now here's the thing:
Tell us what
you
it
better
is.
have some good lawyers. Well, they're wanting to put the Bible back in school and teach the Bible. Okay, you can do that. It's called a theology class. And if you want to take that class, you can take that class. But you're not going to sit me down in a history class and make me read the Bible. You better have a damn good lawyer, because I'm going to sue the living crap out of you, and I'm not going to read it. I am not going to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. The Supreme Court has ruled on this hundreds of years ago. So this is just total bullshit.
Got your finger on the button? Hey, look at that.
All right, let's continue on, shall we?
And in a day when Texas government has removed restrictions on teaching these stories as if they were fact, we had a whole series of Supreme Court cases on teaching your religion's objectively wrong claims as if it were equal to empirically verified facts, and not once could Bible thumpers provide any evidence better than magic. The Earth is 4.5 billion years old, not 6,000. Humans are not descended from a dirt man and a rib. There was never a global flood, and a person cannot survive in the belly of a whale for 3 days. I know that some of y'all are desperate to pull fact down to the level of religion by pretending evidence-based science is a religious idea, but like it or not, these are things that we can actually study and test and provide evidence for. Critical thinking, investigation, and the scientific method encourage curiosity and learning, whereas the Christian religion is happy to end any investigation with "except God did it" or "burn for eternity." This dogmatic thinking has led to centuries of hatred, genocide, and support for slavery, and to indoctrinate children into it is a direct harm.
Say hallelujah. Say amen.
Absolutely.
Now, that person
isn't what to study the Bible and all this kind of stuff was.
Bill, you need to slow down. You're causing your repeat that, please, but you got to do it a little calmer. Repeat what you just said.
I'm sorry, what?
Repeat what you just said, because when you get loud like that, it just blows up the whole audio. We can't hear a word you're saying.
Am I frozen?
Moving on.
Oh, sorry.
Bill's having technical problems. Here is something that I'd like to read because I have been
But
saying this for
drugs, but drugs.
because I've been saying this for years. I'm going to read this. Back when the Bible was written, then edited, then rewritten, then rewritten, then re-edited, then translated from dead languages, then retranslated, then edited, then rewritten, then given to kings for them to take their favorite parts, then rewritten, then rewritten, rewritten, then translated again, then given to the Pope for him to approve, then rewritten, then edited again, then rewritten, all based on stories that were told orally 30 to 90 years after they happened to people who didn't know how to write. So that was from actor comedian David Cross. I've been saying that for years. The Bible is nothing but stories translated from down the years. They were not originally written in English, and everybody that rewrites them or translates them, they're adding the parts they want to add, keeping the parts they don't want. If your faith gets you through the day, I'm all with you. I'm hallelujah, say amen. But as Ricky Gervais has said on more than one occasion, there are 3,000 gods out there. You believe in, there's just one of them. I don't believe it. You believe in 2,000. Most people only believe in one God. So there's 2,999 that don't believe it. I only don't believe one more than you do.
My God's better than your God. My God's better than yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Organized religion, faith is one thing. Organized religion is something else altogether. And let's be quite honest, kids and kittens. And Bill, you're living with whatever this situation is, where they want to teach the Bible as fact. You know as well as I do, and we all out there know this. The hardest Bible thumping Christians are some of the most evil, despondent people you will ever meet in your life. They are finding ways to cheat the system. These are the people that will cut you off and tell you to go F yourself in traffic on their way to church. They're the ones that will park on your lawn because they need a parking spot to go to their church. By the way, that happened to me where I used to live. They would park on our lawns to go to the church that was
Jim Baker comes to mind.
They will swindle you out of your money. They will take people that
there's a big one.
They believe in their heart, and that's fine for those that have an attachment to whatever it is they're attaching to and the faith, and it gets them to. I'm all for it. But then you have these quote unquote Christians are taking advantage of them. How many stories do we have to hear about these mega churches? And Jesus told me I needed three Cessna jets or 3 Lear jets. Jesus wants me to have them. I don't think so. I don't think Jesus didn't speak English.
Oh, bring them closer to God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
I don't think Jesus or God has spoken audibly in over 2,000 years.
At least.
Not that I've heard.
Nope.
So again, I wasn't aware of this story in Texas. What part of Texas is this happening in, Bill?
Pretty much everywhere. I think this is going through in Austin right now because it's state capital, but they're wanting to have this as the curriculum for next school year. So that's why this is going through the hubbub that it's going through right now. And I mean, I cannot see this actually. Well, you know what? Yes, I can actually see it happening. But like I said, there is no way you could force me as a student to study that. I wouldn't do it. I would refuse to do it. Give me an F. I'm going to go to court. You're not going to ruin my transcripts over some magic man in the sky. That's not going to happen.
Keep in mind, also, these are the same people that will lay a hand on President Donald Jessica Trump or Donald Jesus Trump and claim he is God's other son and he is doing the Lord's work and whatnot.
Okay.
And it's all just a bunch of crap.
You know how we solve that? Let's crucify him up on Capitol Hill. If he comes back in 3 days, I'll apologize.
I'm there with you, pal. I'm there with you.
Absolutely.
I'll bring the surgical glue for his hands, for the holes in his hands.
Is that what you're using right now?
Simple solution.
It is. If you can come back after 3 days, I'd just like to see him move the rock. Look,
yeah,
I would.
Yeah.
I went to
because it would be Barack Obama.
Hey now.
Good. Wow.
I came up in Catholic school. The school was literally attached to the church. I had to go to church every Sunday. It was mandatory. And yet, we were never, as I think back on it now, we were never really taught that these things were fact. It wasn't fiction to the people that were teaching us, but we were being taught by people who devoted their lives to this, by nuns and priests and brothers, and most of us came out of it with the attitude of, "You've got to be kidding me." Once we didn't have to go to church anymore, once it wasn't mandatory by the school and our parents, we stopped going because look, a good sermon is a good sermon. You can read the Bible, and there's a lot of good stories in there, right from wrong. There's nothing wrong with the concept of right from wrong, but I don't think there was a snake talking to me, and
no.
And I would love to have seen the mess created
I'm going to give you
on the ark by bringing 2 of each animal.
Oh, no kidding.
And by the way, let's
what the hell did they eat?
Give me each other. Give me a second.
An
now,
apple?
so let's buy into the story that Noah was able to get 2 of each animal, a male and a female. That means succeeding generations of all of these species, including human beings, are now inbred to the point of, because there was just Noah and his family, maybe a couple of pals from the bar, but a couple of generations down, hey, we're all banging each other. Maybe the lions, sheep are sheep.
He couldn't find any unicorns though.
I was
sure as you're born, you're not going to see no unicorn.
Well,
thank you, Bill. Thank you very much.
You can't. That's why we don't see unicorns these days. If you have the nerve, or you're drunk enough, give us a call, 754-800-CHAT.
If you're drunk enough.
754-800-2428. And Gene, get the door.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
I mean,
Elroy.
Again, I have never, if I encounter a child who is being taught all this stuff, I don't sit there and tell them it's not true.
No.
I go along with it because they have to figure it out on their own down the line, what they want to believe in. It's not up to me to blow that up. I came to the conclusion on my own, and as they get older, they're going to see the hypocrisy in organized religion. And again, not to say that there aren't good, decent, hardworking people affiliated with various churches that do great work for homeless, disadvantaged, et cetera, et cetera. It's not the people on the ground level. It is the people in the higher reaches, and I don't mean all the way up to God. Praise Him. Say hallelujah. Say
up to Pope Leo. All the way up to Pope Leo?
Oh, we pissed off the Pope. Trump pissed off the Pope.
How do you do that? Yeah, we did, didn't we? He sure as hell did. I don't know, but and he was speaking in English too when he pissed him off. He said, "Hey, yo, Donald, I'm from Chicago. You're gonna have to listen to what I gotta say here. We got a pie we're gonna bring to you, and this is how this gonna play."
Man, and he's an American Pope too. And we look, if he was of any other nationality, it makes sense. How do you piss off,
okay?
How do you piss off the American Pope? Because we went there
and an American Pope.
Yeah. We're swinging our whats and
yeah. I can't believe that there were people in Trump's cabinet that were basically telling the Pope, you got to get with it with Trump here. Can you believe? That's just first off, Hegseth.
Look, dude. I answer to a much higher authority.
Barbara Fancher.
Hegseth,
yes.
Well, supposedly...
I didn't mean me. I was talking as the Pope. Yeah.
Oh.
Hegseth, who's talking as a devout Christian, excuse me, was
yeah. You were right the first time. Christmas.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't.
No. Yeah, I like that. The God and Jesus will not answer your prayers because your hands are full of blood. There you go. How much, don't praise his name and have your army go march to kill other people.
Well, listen to you, Father Bill.
Let's listen to onward Christian soldier.
I'm repeating what that's it. That's right. What is the number one thing that more people have died for in the history of the world than anything else?
Religion.
God. In the name of God, more people have died than anything else.
Say hallelujah. Say amen.
That's like I said, dear. My God's better than your God. Mm-hmm. My God's better than yours.
I'm telling you. And what were the Greeks, Ron, with all 900 different gods? I mean,
Exactly.
Well, again, pick one. Well, there's God.
I have nothing wrong with people having faith. I have nothing wrong with that. You believe what you want to believe, and you believe, but leave me the hell out of it.
Hold on, I got to pick your voice out of my ear.
Yeah, if you've lost your voice, Bill, I know where it is.
Just kind of came out and
I know where it came from.
In your ear.
Yeah. Good Lord.
I'm sorry. I had the Holy Spirit inside me. And jumped out.
What the hell do you want? Please don't do that anymore, Ed. It's bad enough we have to hear it originally. Oh, there you go. Oh my goodness.
Who said you don't have superpowers?
I have suffered less severe injuries on the job than I have on this show.
This is the reason you do not use.
I'm sorry it happens.
This is the reason you do not use metal tweezers to pluck hair out of your ear. Exactly the
You
reason.
need them for protection.
Exactly.
I have no idea what he's talking about right now. None.
You never do.
I'm not sure anybody does, John, to be quite honest.
And you know what? I like it that way.
Yeah, apparently you do, Pally Boy. Apparently you do. Well, as we begin our final approach into Cleveland,
The
Municipal
descent.
Airport. The descent. Thank you.
That's it.
I've been on planes and we're like
Please put your
45
chairs
minutes
in
out. 45 minutes out, we're beginning our descent. What do you mean we're beginning? We're 9,000 miles away.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait till you get a little closer. I am truly spent here, gentlemen. Truly spent. You've taken me on a wild ride today.
You're down to the seeds, huh?
I'm down to something. I'm down to the nubs. I'm down to the nubs there,
Down
Pally
to the
Boy.
seeds. Yeah, you certainly are.
We didn't talk about it, but I'm going to talk about my finger again.
You know.
Go ahead.
Oh, Ed, I'm going to save you your doctor's copay. I'm going to save you your doctor's copay when you go see him.
Uh-huh.
You're hitting things with that finger. Stop doing that.
Stop.
Ed.
Hold on. Let me write that down. Is that your
Please
professional
send me a
opinion?
check for the copay. That is my professional opinion.
Stop just doing that, or
doing that. Stop doing that.
Don't do like that.
Don't do. So I went to the
There you
doctor.
go.
I went to see the doctor this past Tuesday to have the stitches removed. Turned out there were 9 of them, not just 8, but 9.
9 of them. Holy.
9. Yeah. Oh, you saw the picture.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the picture. Wow. So the doctor and it took. That's a small space to have 9 stitches in, Bill.
I won't disagree with that.
Yeah.
So she numbed up the finger. Took close to an hour and a half to do, because I mean it was right the cut. You got the fractured bones, and she's trying to numb it without actually giving me the shots in the finger.
Without trying to give you the shits?
That too. The creamy.
The creamy shits.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal.
Come on! We're on the air.
Now that was.
I was just repeating after you.
I never said the word.
Oh, okay. We're just repeating. Yeah.
So
well, you implied it.
So she gets in there and she's doing her best, but these were, the doctor that did them put them in really close together, and I was feeling every bit of it, no matter how much lidocaine. What was it, lidocaine?
That's how they got 9 of them in that space.
Yeah, you bet your ass they did.
Yes.
And by the time she was done, I was exhausted because it was like, I'm doing my best just to hold on, just to.
He's sitting there.
Yeah. I tell you what, John, let me fracture the tip of your finger and then have somebody go in and try to pick out 9 stitches right there.
Hey, I fractured my back not long ago, so.
Yeah, but you've got no feeling there.
That's it. Barb almost fractured her ass last night, so there you go.
So when she was done,
oh, I'm in trouble for that one.
She says to me, "I'm not going to lie. That was the most challenging stitch removal, suture removal I've ever been a part of." So
and did you start walking around going, "I'm number 1. I'm number 1."
Well, the day the stitches were removed, it was the most challenging. The day he put them in, he referred to the wound as impressive.
What was he, Doctor? Was he Spock or?
I told you guys that.
Well, that's it.
It was
Spock.
Because it was the It was the fracture and the cut and the laceration, using medical terms. How about that, Bill?
Ooh, I are impressed. I know what you're saying.
You better be impressed. But I mean, it's been a bit of a journey here. I am fully expecting to be told tomorrow that it'll be a few more weeks for the fracture to heal, because this will be 3 weeks. And what is it, Bill? 4 to 6 weeks to take? I'm not boo-hooing.
What did I tell you to start with? What did I tell you to start with? 4 to 6 weeks. Callousing starts at 3 weeks.
So it's starting. That's what you're saying. Anyway, it's been a journey, and again, the good news is right now it doesn't hurt unless I bang it into something. Which oh, wait a minute, I get the note here. Stop doing that.
You have the note. You stick it on your forehead. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but like last night, I can't read the note while I'm asleep. And
well, okay.
Twice I woke up.
Here he is in bed, flinging around like goddamn flopping like.
That's what I'm saying. What are you thrashing around like a crappie? Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
You should take some of the pain medication he gave you.
I still have 3. I still have 3 of those left. He gave me 6. I took 3. But what I was going to say is that the first,
you might want to save them for.
Oh, I am
save them for me.
Yeah, the first couple 3 nights, 4 nights.
That's it.
I had to sleep with my arm on a pillow because there was still pain and discomfort. Now I don't feel anything unless I bash it. You guys don't care. You don't care. You just don't care.
I'm just like my cat.
With them taking those stitches out like that, I'm gonna. Yeah, when they took those stitches out like that, and you were, I'll tell you the story when I had my first knee surgery done, and all they had the stitches, the sutures were on the inside, so all I had was 2 little things sticking out at the end. So he goes, "Okay, we're going to take these out," and I'm like, "Wow." He goes, "Watch." Oh no, that's not something you want to hear your doctor say. Oh, hold my beer. No. He cuts the end off the bottom, takes the top thing, ties it around a pair of scissors, and pulls. It was like starting a lawnmower. And it stuck. It's coming halfway out. I was like, oh! So I don't want to hear sob stories. I was calling for my mommy, guarantee.
That is fair. Look, it's not a competition, it's just an exhibition. I'm not trying to, we all have our moments, and oh, you know what we never got to talk about today? StreamYard.
No, we didn't.
Well,
that's because nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody. That was in the back pocket for when things got slow, but it didn't today. By the way, we're coming around the clubhouse turn. We're coming down the stretch here. We're going to be out of here shortly. How about that?
And the old gray mare is in the lead.
That's going to do it for us, kids and kittens. I want to thank you all for being here.
Hey!
Thanks for joining us. If you missed any of today's shows, encore performances on radio, TFI, YouTube, and SoundCloud. John, do your thing.
I'm John Shannon, and remember, Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
For these 2 goons, for John and Bill, I'm Ed. We'll see you next week. See ya!
That is great radio.